The story begins in a foggy, affluent suburb of Greenwich, Connecticut. The Miller estate is a sprawling 12-bedroom mansion, but for 23-year-old Elena, it is a gilded cage. While the Millers sleep on 1,000 thread count sheets, Elena wakes up at 4 a.m. in a windowless basement room. For as long as she can remember, she has been the charity case. Mr. and Mrs. Miller told her that her biological parents were criminals who abandoned her on their doorstep. Out of the kindness of their hearts, they kept her as an unpaid maid. The high-stakes engagement. The atmosphere in the house shifts when the Millers announce a grand engagement. Caleb is set to marry the daughter of William Sterling, a reclusive, multi-billionaire tech mogul from New York. This marriage isn't about love, it's a desperate move by the Millers to save their failing real estate empire. Mrs. Miller becomes obsessed with perfection. She orders Elena to work 20 hours a day to prepare the estate for the engagement gala. While cleaning the attic to store old decorations, Elena finds a locked wooden box hidden behind a false wall. Inside, she finds a baby's hospital blanket embroidered with the initials ES and a gold locket with a picture of a woman who looks exactly like her. The night of the gala arrives. The mansion is filled with the American elite. Elena is forced to wear a plain black server's uniform and a mask, told to keep her head down and never speak to the guests. She moves through the crowd like a shadow, carrying trays of expensive champagne. William Sterling arrives, a man whose face is etched with a permanent sorrow. He has spent 2 decades and millions of dollars looking for his lost daughter. When Elena approaches him to offer a drink, their eyes meet. William freezes. He doesn't see a maid, he sees the eyes of his late wife. Elena, startled by his intense gaze, accidentally drops a glass. As she kneels to pick up the shards, she forgets to hide her neck, revealing a unique star-shaped birthmark. William gasps. His daughter had that exact mark. Before he can speak, Caleb Miller roughly pushes Elena aside. William Sterling is no fool. He leaves the party early but leaves behind a private security team to watch the mansion. He manages to recover the broken glass Elena touched. Within 12 hours, a high-speed DNA test is conducted. The results are 99.9% certain. The maid in the Miller house is his biological daughter, Elena Sterling. William is heartbroken and enraged. He discovers that the Millers didn't just find her, they were the ones who orchestrated the kidnapping years ago to extort his family. But when the heat became The wedding of the century is held at the Sterling's private estate in the Hamptons. The Millers are beaming, thinking they are minutes away from inheriting the Sterling billions. Elena is stuck in the back, prepping the catering, forbidden from even seeing the ceremony. However, right before the vows, William Sterling stands up. He stops the music and walks to the microphone. "I have a special gift for the Millers." The ceremony turns into a crime scene. FBI agents who'd been waiting in the wings move in. Mrs. Miller screams, blaming her husband, while Caleb tries to run toward the docks. He is tackled into the sand and handcuffed. The American elite watch in horror as the prestigious Millers are dragged away in front of every major news outlet. Elena stands in the center of the chaos, trembling. For the first time in her life, the lies have been stripped away. William walked 1 year later. The Millers are serving 25 years in federal prison for kidnapping and labor exploitation. Their mansion was seized and sold at auction. Elena, now Elena Sterling, has undergone a radical transformation. She didn't just take her father's money, she took his drive. She spent the year studying intensely, making up for the education she was denied. She now sits at the head of the Sterling Foundation, a charity dedicated to finding missing. The story concludes with Elena visiting the prison where Caleb Miller is held. He's thin, gray, and broken, now the one wearing a uniform and following orders. He begs her for money, for a better lawyer, for old time's sake. Elena looks at him through the glass with total indifference. She doesn't feel anger anymore. She feels nothing. "I didn't come here to help you, Caleb," she says calmly. "I came to tell you that I bought your family